satellite. Body love in every size. Feel the vibe and energize. No shame, no fear, just joy. Every curve we deploy. You hit play, let's make some noise. Oh, Chubs go wild, living free, living style. Turn it up, turn it loud. Chubs gone wild. Big hearts, big love, big dreams. Breaking molds, tearing seams. Together we're the ultimate team. Oh, Chubs go wild. Feel the pride, feel beguiled. This is us unreconciled. Chubs go wild.
Hey there, welcome to another fabulous Chubs Gone Wild. This is episode 612, recorded on Monday, October 20th, 2025, where it is 79 degrees and sunny outside in Chubland. And it is 11 days, only 11 days until Halloween. Also, it's 38 days till Thanksgiving and a mere 66 days until the Christmas holiday is upon us. I'm so excited! All right, speaking of excited, let's calm down, take a deep breath, center ourselves as we enjoy this affirmation.
Oh, just read it.
I allow my children to have their own unique individuality. It is all right if they have interests that are different from mine. So apparently, whatever Kaya's interests are, they're okay that they're different from mine. She likes her dental treats. I like pie. So, yeah, it's okay. But you know what else is okay? Patreon, which offers folks a way to support creators like us and receive rewards not open to the general public, like, My Life in Fragments podcast, books, videos, and more. And we want to thank our really awesome current patrons, Clint, Nephi, Nick, DJ Starsage, Mark, Eric, Sean, Charles, Phoenix Dave, Brothers Donatus, Kingsley, Kathy Bacon, and Moose P. Please visit patreon.com/Matt Burlingame to find out how you can join our little community for as little as $1 a month. And all of those fabulous people, look out into your mailbox in the next several days, for you shall have some Halloween goodies to entertain you. So, now it's time to take a time trip back into time, as we do, and realize that on this day in 1931, Mickey Mantle was born. Also in 1971, Snoop Dogg was born. He's a year younger than me? No. Girl. Anyway, and also that Kamala Harris was born in 1964. Also in 1947, Congress investigates communists in Hollywood. Ooh, the Reds under the beds. Do you remember that?
Obviously not.
Okay, I didn't think so. Let's see. In 1967, the mythical ape man Bigfoot is filmed in Northern California, capturing the imagination of true believers worldwide. When the prominent Big Band researcher later sent the FBI a hair sample, they concluded it was of the deer family origin. I've never met the deer family. All right. Other times than
God,
his.
you were just so not funny. Just not funny.
No,
God, your
not to
timing is
you.
just crap.
My
Okay.
timing is beautiful.
Okay. What else
All right,
happened?
1974, Congress creates the Continental Association, which The hell? The first Congress created the Continental Association, which calls for the complete ban of all trade between America and Great. I'm assuming Britain. Okay, in 1803, the U.S. Senate ratified the Louisiana Purchase. That was good. They got some free swag with that purchase.
Well, this is a busy day.
1854, I know, right? French poet Arthur Rimbaud is born. Also, 1935, Mao's Long March concludes, which basically, you know, uh, ugh, China, yeah, 4,000 survivors was awful. Okay, and finally in 1944, General MacArthur returns to the Philippines. Good for him.
What, did he have like pho or something? Was it good?
No, but you know what he saw when he got off the boat? A Philippine.
See, it's terrible.
I know, but
It's
actually,
just awful.
the reason I know that is because my grandmother's, I don't know, roommate, I guess, when she was in the home, told me that joke literally like 20 times. So,
But they only thought they said it once.
I don't know. I think that was his only joke. All right, moving on. Let's see if we celebrate any holidays today. Are you ready? It is Community Media Day. Nope, it's also Diwali. It's Adjust Your Chair Day. Have you adjusted your chair?
Yes.
All right, one down. It's also International Chef's Day. Have you cooked anything? I cooked
Uh,
TV
n
dinners.
no, I had some chia seeds this morning.
Oh, nice. We know what you'll be pooping later. All right. Also, Miss American Rose Day. Nope. Multicultural Diversity Day. I think that was outlawed. National Brandied Fruit Day. Nope. No, thank you. Call-in Day for Health Reform. No? All right. Chicken and waffles. I've never had chicken and waffles.
I have. I don't. Me and fried chicken go hand in hand, but I've
Mhm.
really grown leery of waffles. They just kind of bore me now.
Yeah.
They're they're
Uh,
they're they're just I don't know. I'm actually shifting over to pancakes, and I thought that would never happen.
wow, that is something. I like both, but I have not had a waffle in years.
Well, first of all, they don't stay crisp.
Right.
So if they're not crisp, then have a pancake.
Okay. National Clean Your Virtual Desktop Day. Kind of
I,
done.
I don't I don't have anything on my I mean, what,
You don't
like
have
get
a
rid of
desktop.
apps, that type of thing?
Oh yeah, you
I
can
could
clear
probably
up.
do that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. National Day on Writing. Okay. Mozzarella Stick Day. I do like mozzarella sticks.
Now, do you like them deep fried
Oh yeah.
just just like string cheese?
Uh, no, I like them. Oh, yeah, deep fried. We're going with deep fried. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, strangely enough, I did have some mozzarella sticks that were just like cheese sticks the other
Yeah, they're
day.
called string cheese.
Yeah, I had some of that string. What do you call it? String
Str
cheese. Yeah, I had some of that
String cheese.
like actually yesterday, last night. It was wonderful. But I prefer the deep fried. Thank you very much. National
What do you dip it in? You like the marinara?
Oh no, I like
What
ranch.
ranch?
Yeah,
Ranch? Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Interesting.
Um,
Go ahead.
National Suspenders Day. When's the last time you used suspenders?
I have some rainbow suspenders, so it was probably back when we were doing the theater and we were out at the fair type thing. That would
Okay.
otherwise, I don't like suspenders. They look too much like the guy with the barrel. Remember,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
he didn't have any clothes on underneath it. It just it's a fat guy thing. Or an old fat guy thing.
I never really thought about it that way, but yeah, I can definitely see that. There was a period where I wore suspenders like all the time because it's pretty much all I had, but worked fine. All right, it's also National Youth Confidence Day. Office chocolate, the International Day of Air Traffic Controller. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nat.
Did you hear that there was actually, I'm trying to remember which one it was. I think it was um, like somewhere in Los Angeles, they didn't have air traffic controllers for like 4 hours.
Oh no, I don't think I did hear that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. It's also National Calvados Day, Osteoporosis Day, and World Statistics Day. I hear that 99% of all statistics are made up on the spot.
Well, with this administration, yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey, did you know we're going to be saving the we're going to the medical,
Uh,
for our like pills and stuff, it's going to be 1,200% off.
that's
They're going to actually be
amazing.
paying you to take their pills.
That's great.
I know.
That and that $20 trillion that we've gotten in from the tariffs just
Yeah,
paid off all the national debt, right?
there you go. It's
Mm,
like sweeping it away.
yep. Okay. Well, happy birthday today to Mike and to also Jenny the Pizza Babe, who started the Freak Network and was one of the people responsible to get me into podcasting, period. She was our pod mama, so I guess that would make her your pod grandma. So there you go. All right, other birthdays. Happy birthday to Victor, Ronald, Kate, Mark, Kimberly, Mark, Anthony, Alfonso, Deanna, Stephen, Deanna, uh, Timothy,
Oh,
our Timothy, our sweet Timothy. And thank goodness he's older than me. Oh, anyways, thank you, Timothy. Happy birthday. Also
yeah, but
to,
he looks a hell lot better than either of us do.
oh, that's
Yeah.
that's true. We have two more marks on our birthday
How
list.
many marks are born on this day?
I
This is
know, apparently
ridiculous.
four, although I think one might be two, and he probably just forgot his password to one account and started another.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I've
there's
got
always
like three people,
those.
one of them being my brother. But my brother, he
Ah,
has three accounts and they're all different birthdays.
yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Uh, okay. Then we have Terry, Corey, and AJ, who used to bartend, our sexy furry bartender. All right, happy birthday, everybody. A lot of birthdays coming up. All right, so we have, oh, we can't forget Nephi's birthday. Happy birthday, Nephi. Um, it is time for Chub Hugs. And I want to send some Chub Hugs out to Mr. Luridine, to Mr. Moose, to Ukraine. But I also want to remember that we can send some Chub Hugs out for good things, which actually Luridine and Moose were. But happy Chub Hugs to 7 million people who came out to say no kings. And that's not just us, that is around the world because there were protests and rallies in other countries to support us.
Well, they're that's just a guess at this point. But
Yeah,
they
it could
they're
be
sure
much
it's
higher.
at least 7 million. Yeah, I
Wow.
think it's more than that as well.
Yeah, I was going to say about at least about 10, if not more. So,
I'm sending my chub hat out to that poor podcaster who Trump shit all over in that
Harry
video.
Sisson.
First,
Yeah.
first of all, I he's just he's flying over cities and shitting on them.
Mm,
I mean, you know what? That's not saying just the parade people. You know, that's he's shitting on the cities in our country. That's just that says it all right there.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, and by the way, you know how they keep saying it's George Soros, he's hiring people, he's giving signs. Well, you know why they think that? They think that because if you remember when Trump's coming down the escalator, he had hired half the people that were there. The other half were news people, you know, reporters and stuff that were invited there for a big announcement. But so their concept is well, you have to hire people to fill in because you know that his rallies they had hired people to come in and do those as well. You know, hold the signs up. We want to get a good mixture behind, you know, Trump. So they had to make sure that they had some people that made him look diverse, like people of
Hmm.
color, brown and black people, women that weren't crazy, you know, like so many other people. So for all those people that he shat on,
Mm.
um, I'm sending out chub hugs. I
That
mean, you're sending out hubs for the same reason. It's just in reverse for me. It's just, you
yeah.
know, and especially those who are not who weren't in the King's rally that are just at their homes being shit on by Trump. And it, I mean, with the big terrible bill and everything,
Mhm.
it's just more shitting on. And you know, wake up. He's shitting on our cities,
Yeah.
on our
And the
country.
whole government being shut down and all the lies that they're saying, all the
And he thinks it's funny.
yeah, because it doesn't affect him. He's rich. He can do whatever he wants. He doesn't give a shit.
Well,
Uh,
yeah, I mean, they don't, you know, they have medical problems. They go to a doctor that's being offered to them as being politicians. You know, they've got
Mhm.
great health care.
Yeah. And Harry Sisson, the one who that happened to, he actually is being really Mega is going after him big time because they found out that while he, of course, is an American citizen, his parents were working in Singapore while when he was born.
Right.
So they're trying to say, oh, well, then he's not. And then he went to school in Ireland when he was younger and spent summers here with his grandparents. And so they're trying to say that, oh, he should be deported because he's not really American. And
See,
they
when I was
fucking stupid.
conceived in England,
Yeah.
and my dad was in the military, and so if we had stayed there, I would have had dual citizenship
Right.
automatically because my parents were American, were you know, and but I was if I had not been born in America.
Right.
So, so that's a very natural thing. It's been going on for years. It's the same reason. Was it John McCain that was who was born in Panama?
Oh,
Because
I forget.
I think it was John McCain, and and they were saying, oh well, then he you know he can't you know he can't
That,
be an American citizen. It's like no, that's not the way it works. But thank
right.
you for trying.
Yeah, exactly. And
Well,
that's
and they're what's happening is they're just looking to go after anybody. Anytime Trump, you know, says I don't like this guy, then all of the fuckers out there, they just turn. It reminds me of The Natural. Remember how in The Natural, the killer was going after the best person in the sports, in the individual sports. That's who they were killing. And so they were ready to kill, I think it was uh, who's the birthday today? It was a baseball player, and then
oh, yeah.
Robert Redford, his character threw three strikes and got him out, and he was the best baseball player. So then all of a sudden, the look on Barbara Hershey's face was she's looking at the guy she's after, but then they go, "Oh my God, he just had three strikes," and her head turns, and now her aim is on Robert
Wow.
Redford's character, and that's just what happens. They don't. They're. Oh, I hate Newsom. I hate Newsom. Oh, there's somebody new to hate, and they just turn their little
Yep. Yeah.
shit towards them, and it's just It's pissing me off.
Mm.
I hate them. I hate them all.
Mhm. All right.
Okay.
It's okay. Take a breath.
I know.
Uh, what's in our feedback? Well, Mr. Sean wrote in and said that he is, especially as someone who can't drive, I'll always take working from home over going into the office. And right there with you.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, no, it's yes. Yeah. Well, and it's interesting to find out how many people actually don't drive.
I know. There's
I
a
mean,
lot of people
I know a
now.
bunch of people besides you that don't.
Yeah.
So,
And especially in Sacramento. Sacramento is a scary ass place to
oh my God,
drive.
just driving up to Popeyes, which is less than a mile away from my house.
Hmm.
I I almost had like three or four accidents, or I nearly saw three or four accidents, and people acting stupid on the side, walking on the side of the street, people driving stupid, just how many times have you been in the car and the light changes and somebody's still crossing the road in front of
Yeah.
you? Oh my
Yeah.
God. And
Mm.
go
Yeah.
ahead. Go
All
ahead.
right. Hey, so in our listener questions, we've been asking some questions like, send us your pet pics, um, some selfies, challenge us to watch an episode of any show, tell us your coming out stories, and of course, tell us how long you've been together. Also, Halloween memories as a kid. Well, Jamie wrote in and says, you asked for coming out stories, so here's mine. I actually came out by accident thanks to my cat. My parents were spending their vacation traveling around the country to see all of my siblings. When it was my turn, my boyfriend of 6 months begrudgingly played along at being just a roommate. They were staying at a hotel, so he only had to do it when they actually were at my apartment. I thought I'd hidden all the evidence, put anything gay or pictures of us together into a box under our bed. Several days into the visit, they were at my place having dinner with me and my boyfriend as he was pretending to be just my roommate. He had left our bedroom door open because if it's closed, our cat Biscuit would start howling nonstop. We had just sat down to eat when Biscuit, who loves to carry around his toys and socks, came casually strolling through the room, dragging my boyfriend's rainbow baseball cap that we got at that year's Pride, and on it was clearly written bottom. Before either of us noticed it, my mom reaches down and picks up the hat, showing it to my dad. My boyfriend and I were horrified. Then, without missing a beat, my dad says, "Guys, I think your cat is gay." My mom looks at Biscuit and says, "We love you no matter what, kitty." I cried so hard. It was such a relief to have it out in the open at last. Well,
Oh,
thanks for your show. Love you boys.
that's a great story.
It is. Thank you for sharing that. See, that's why I love when we can do questions and stuff like that. All right, and now let's turn the tables into some celebrity deaths.
And boy, this was quite a week. Um, and I'll start with the first one is Drew Stru, uh,
Struzen.
Struzan. Okay, he's a renowned artist. And he's iconically known as the father of all the great movie posters from the 70s and 80s.
Mm,
Just give you an idea, he did everything from Star Wars, Close Encounters. I mean, just think of these when you think of these posters. or these movies, you think of their poster.
Mm-hmm.
He did all the Indiana Joneses. He did
Wow.
E.T. He did the Muppets. He did um, Risky Business, Batteries Not Included, An American Tail, Goonies. You always think of
Wow.
So
Yeah.
I mean, he was 78 years old when he died, but I mean, what an artist! Because I
Mhm.
remember, I probably had a bunch of these posters somewhere in my house. Um, because movie posters for me was artwork.
Yeah,
When I was a kid,
absolutely.
I had I remember I had Paper Moon and the Poseidon Adventure. I had 8 posters on the other side of my bed because it was up against the wall and there were the posters. And I'm trying to remember what else there was, but it was I was collecting Mame. I had a Mame poster with Lucille Ball.
Oh.
But anyway, but that to me, posters were my artwork, and I have Broadway posters now up in my living room because that's my shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Samantha Agar, who most people will remember, they kept going, for the collector and the 7% solution and the brood, and I'm like, come on, it's Dr. Doolittle.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the thing that I think most of the people in our age group are going to remember her for. But yes, she died this week, and that's weird. It doesn't say how old she was, but she lived a good long life. I'll tell you that. Now that we got rid of that, I got through those, not rid, but
Mm.
4 musicians died this week.
Wow.
The first one was Grammy Award-winning R&B singer D'Angelo. He died of cancer at 51.
Jeez.
Then we had Kiss guitarist Ace Frehley. He passed away at 74. We had Limp Bizkit's bassist Sam Rivers dead at 48. They didn't say why. And
Dang.
then finally, I'm gonna try. It's Klaus Doldinger.
Doldinger.
Doldinger. He was the composer of Das Boot and Neverending Story, and he died at 89
Wow.
years old. But both great scores. I'll tell you, they really were
Yeah.
both good scores. So that was a sad week. Um,
Yeah. I mean, Limp Bizkit and Kiss and stuff. I remember.
right. I mean,
Gosh.
those are
Yeah.
two major guys that,
Yeah.
are gonna, they're gonna affect, probably a lot of our listeners. They were probably fans of
Yeah.
them. So yeah. Anyway, let me
And
tell you
I
about
will,
my week.
well, I will
Oh,
also
yeah.
throw out if you want to catch a really good Kiss performance in honor of Ace, go over to YouTube and watch, oh, come on, the
It's
Halloween
the
special.
Halloween one. That's terrible.
I know it's terrible, but they do a good job on it.
Yeah, it's Kiss at what is it like Horror Carnival or something like that?
No, it's the I watch it every year, and I just did it this morning. He's gay. He was on Bewitched. He was Uncle Arthur.
Paul Lynde show?
Yes, Pauline's Halloween special
Oh
from the
no, okay.
70s.
Yes, but they had one where it was Kiss at the like the Halloween carnival.
Oh, yeah.
I know that's wrong, but yes, so there's
But
there's another one
I
out.
mean, where
And
else
which was
can
better than well, the Paul Lynde thing is so
maybe? Yeah, I
terrible.
mean,
So
where else
terrible.
can you watch Carol Brady doing a duet with Kiss? It's just classic cheese. Anyway, so what were you up to this week?
Well, one thing I did want to mention, I was watching um Only Murders in Our Building,
Hmm.
and there's a scene where the three are okay. You've got Selena Gomez, you got Meryl Streep, you got the woman who won the Oscar last year, Daphne somebody, she's playing the police detective, and then you've got uh, the the lady who's running the gambling thing, who was Judy Garland a few years ago. So, and I'm blank on her name,
Oh, okay.
and with Selena Gomez, and I was like looking at that, and I'm going, do you realize that there's 8 Oscars sitting at that one table? It
Wow.
was Meryl Streep has three. The Daphne was one. She won last year. And then Diane Weiss, she has two.
Mhm.
And then it's Judy Garland, and it was Cold Mountain. What she won it for, but I can't remember her frickin' name. So, but yeah, so it was kind of like, oh my God, that's a lot of royalty there,
Mhm.
a lot of gold. Trump would like it.
Mhm.
Let's see, on the Great British Baking Show, it was Meringue Week this week,
Oh, okay.
and they had to do first thing was 12 meringue fruit pies, miniature, of course.
Okay.
And then it was four raspberry souffles, and then and it was it's barasham, something like that. Basically, it was like a baked Alaska,
Asharam.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was basically a baked Alaska, and then fun. But
Yeah.
oh my God, meringue sucks especially when you're trying to uh, it's one thing when you're just like toasting it, you know,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
that's fine. But when you have to bake it and it has to, it's like so fragile. It's like trying to move a pie crust with nothing in it. It's so not flaky, but it's so fragile.
Mm.
So, but it was a good week. And I was worried that Tom was going to be thrown out, but because the first two were not good, but he saved himself in uh, the the big showstopper.
Good.
Okay, so this week on Survivor, we had uh, we lost, four people off that one team, so we were down to 14. So they ended up switching it to a 7-7, um, 7-7 teams, two teams instead of three. So that was interesting. But boy, they still were using like in the preview, they were showing the guy getting bitten by the snake again, and
Ah,
or what the recap of the week, because yeah, I always say you should watch the recap.
right.
So that was, but I love Survivor. It's just so much
Mhm.
fun. Um, let's see. I am watching Hell's Kitchen, which is just back. You can see it on Hulu or ABC.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Fox or Hulu, and I I don't know why, but it's just Master Chef's. It's okay, but I love Hell's Kitchen.
Me too.
Really do. It's much more fun. Oh, and this is something we started watching The Amazing Race.
Yeah,
And I've been against The Amazing Race for years,
right.
but it's all the Big Brother people are in it, and we've already gotten rid of Angela second week. So that
Yeah.
was that was the blonde that crazy eyes
Yeah.
from last year. So she's gone. So I don't have to listen to her.
Hmm.
Oh, and Tucker from last season too. He's there with his brother.
Oh.
Yeah, and his brother's better looking than he is.
Oh.
Yeah, so more reason to watch. Let's see. Task is we just watched the second to last episode of Task. That's the Mark Ruffalo show. So we'll be watching the finale, which actually aired last night, but we didn't. We weren't caught up, but we will be. Let's see. It was interesting on Peacemaker. They were dealing with dimensional doors that you could go into different dimensions. At the
Okay.
you'll see it, but the last episode was really cool because they were going in and breaking into these. The bad guys were going into these different dimensions, and one of them was Candyland, but it was like an evil Candyland, which I thought was really cool.
Hmm.
Um, we're continuing with Monster, Ed Gein's story. We're 5 episodes into the eight, and it's sick. But you know who was on that was Elliot Gould. Did you know he's still alive?
No, actually, I didn't.
Yeah, yeah. All of a
Huh.
sudden, I'm like, Elliot Gould, what the fuck? What you? Okay, not
Okay.
dead. Who knew?
Good.
Uh, so let's see. Uh, I've been enjoying Is It Cake Halloween because there's only 4 episodes, so it's easily digested. We watched the first episode of DMV, over on CBS Paramount Plus, and this is a sitcom. Well, it's a film sitcom. I mean, not a live action, but a live studio audience. It's not. It's like um, Modern Family,
Okay.
and but it takes place in the DMV, and it's mostly around the people who are the ones that drive you through the driver's test.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I'm like, what are they going to do here? You know, you can't just. It seems so limited, but now that I see the way they're doing it, I see where they can kind of they're kind of pulling away to just a certain group of people at the DMV. So you can filter people in and out. Guest stars can come in to, try to get their license, do the driver's test, and there's a lot of things I see where they can go with it. But I
Uh,
was really confused up until the first episode. Are you watching the floor yet?
oh no. Mm-mm.
Okay, they're doing it state by state. They've got there's 100 places, 100 cubes, and so it's
Mm.
two people from every state are
Oh.
represented. So not that it's any more interesting,
Yeah.
but that's the thing they're trying to freshen up the show with. Um, let's see, South Park this week. Did you see it?
Not yet.
Okay, well, basically what happens is that Jesus has just given up and he's going MAGA.
Oh God.
Yeah. So anyway, back on television, Matlock, Elsbeth, Tracker, Ghosts, they're all back with new episodes. Uh,
Hmm.
let's see, we did watch How to Train Your Dragon, the live action one over on Peacock.
Oh yeah. How's that?
It was well, it's basically shot for shot of the cartoon.
Hmm.
I mean, there's a, a little bit of difference, I think, but I haven't seen the cartoon or the animated film in years. So, but I mean, the scene where he meets the toothless the first time, and he puts his hand on it. It's just like shot for shot. They said, "Oh yeah, we don't need any storyboards. We're just going to watch the movie again."
Good.
Uh, let's see. This week, Twin Paranormal over on YouTube is one of my scaries. The boys are in. It's a it's a witch's cabin somewhere in the forest, and they were fucking freaking themselves out. Uh, it was, first of all, they're in a cabin in the woods
Uh-huh.
with nobody nearby. So they're hearing sounds that, I remember being in a cabin, and usually the roofs are like, well, especially the roof was like one of those metal roofs, but it's a metal roof, so it's raining, so they're hearing tapping. It could be easily just be rain tapping on that roof.
Right.
But oh my God, it was insane. It was really scary though, because well, it just was really scary. I'll leave it at that.
Mm.
Um, with the suggestion from Timothy, I'm watched the first episode of Boots
Oh yeah.
over on Netflix, and it's a story about, well, the main character is gay, and he's going to be in the military, and he can tell that he thinks that his drill sergeant hates him, but you can feel the heat. I mean, you just know he wants to, take him and throw him on the floor, just have him.
Oh.
But the of course he thinks this guy's gonna, kill him,
Mm.
because or do everything he can to kill him. But you can tell, you can feel the heat. And we've already gone through 2 episodes now, and I can't wait to see the next one. It just gets better all the time. It really does. So
Awesome.
thank you, Timothy, for suggesting that. Uh, so we were watching Saturday Night Live yesterday, on Sunday, because I can watch it on Peacock with no commercials. And I realized, and Sean did too. We're too old to be watching Saturday Night Live anymore.
Mm.
It's like, okay, like the very first scene was for, um, it was four podcasters sitting around a table, and it felt just like, and it's not that they were, well, first of all, they all look non-binary. Like,
Okay.
they, so it's that you know, we're not being pegged kind of look, on who we are and what we are, and that's kind of how the whole scene felt. And it wasn't. It just, to me, it wasn't funny at all. And most of the show, it was Sabrina Carpenter was the guest host, and she's very funny. I mean, she could be very funny,
Yeah.
but it just seemed like I wasn't getting the jokes. So
Huh.
I don't know if any of our listeners are having the same problem with it, but this is the first time I've really felt like, okay, I'm not getting it. Is it me? Or are they changing it to try to gear to bring in, a teenage and
Young.
young adult audience?
Hmm.
Anyways, when you if you get a chance, just watch the first scene where they're the podcasters and see if you understand.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see. And I did want to tell that I did listen to the music suggested by Mr. Moose, and
Good.
I did. First of all, you throw Teddy Swim in, and I'm always want to listen. He's just fantastic, and it was X Generation, I think was
Yeah.
the name. Yeah. Everything I was listening to of theirs was good. And so yes, there are exceptions out there to and thank goodness. And
Yeah.
it's kind of nice because I mean, almost every one of every one of the songs that I listened to was telling me a story. It wasn't just repeating a,
Right.
a a sentence, the hook, repeating the hook over and over again. So
Yeah.
um yeah, so there you go. Trying to think of what else in my week. Um, maybe that's it. We did have a couple fires last week, which was during the rain, which was nice. And yeah, yeah. Um, um, how about you?
Well, no fires, sadly. We don't have a fireplace, so it's a good thing. Um, but so we've been dealing with mom's DMV drama. Speaking of DMV, um,
Oh, okay. I thought, well,
uh,
you could have said you watched it
right.
about
Yeah,
it.
no, we watched it in real life. So we were able to get to the DMV again, and we were able to um, get her paperwork turned in from her eye doctor, and found out, and everything is great. We made the appointment. Okay, so an observation. You know how the DMV, especially our main DMV down on where it is usually packed. We went there at about 10:30-ish in the morning, expecting it to be packed. It was not. And I don't know, part of me was like, okay, is this just, an ebb and flow? Is it a fluke, or are people just not coming here because of all the crazy shit going on in the world? I don't know. It was weird, but I was thankful that we were able to get in and out in under half an hour. And everything is renewed. Her driver's license is up to date. Replacement will be here in a couple weeks. All is good. So we are back to being able to now schedule all of our doctor's appointments and dentist appointments and everything else that we've been putting off. So, and tomorrow, fingers crossed, haircuts for the first time in over 2 months. So
Yeah,
we're excited about that.
we're getting our haircuts next or this Wednesday. So
Yay! Are you
so
excited?
this 2 days. I'm just they're vacation haircuts, so we have to. I always like to get them a couple weeks beforehand, so it doesn't have that stark,
Yes.
you
Yeah.
know, kind of rough look.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the second haircut since the transplants. But I'm not going to let them touch anything on top.
Good.
but but the
Not
sides
yet,
of
anyway.
but the sides that were all filled in were nicely. Little light on the swirl in the top, but it's I can feel new hairs coming in all the time. So yeah, I am very happy with the success of um, the transplant or
Good.
whatever they want to call it. Oh, and I did want to mention Timothy was also asking about um, the nurses that were posting sweat stains on beds from their, you know,
Oh, right.
yeah, a few weeks
Yeah.
ago, um, and he was I was wondering what Sean thought of that. And first of all, I can tell you that I remember when Sean was in nursing school
Mm.
years ago, and one of his coworkers was going online and mentioning that he was taking care of this patient and gave the patient's name and
Mm.
what he was in there for. So he got thrown out of the program.
Yeah.
So it's and it's with just with HIPAA and everything else going on,
Hmm.
nurses posting that. If you're going to take or if you're going to risk, first of all, a very lucrative job,
Mm.
especially if you're in larger cities, because you want to get clicks or likes on Facebook or X or wherever,
Yeah.
Instagram. That's foolish, and it's also just
Yeah.
rude. I mean, we've seen the one where the guy goes, "Oh, I got so sweaty last night," and it shows an outline of a body and with a big dong, you know. And so that I guess that's where this is all coming from, or started with. But yeah,
Mm.
it's kind of disgusting, and it's also just stupid.
Yeah.
Like when you're because if you could get thrown out of the your job, you could lose your license
You
for
could
these
get
kind of things.
sued big
Yeah,
time, bigly
right,
time for that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Even if you don't use um, the name of the person, it's
Mhm.
on your Instagram, it's on your Facebook page, and they're going to
Yeah.
go, "What are you posting this kind of shit for?"
Right. So,
Okay,
yeah,
so
no, definitely. I'm glad you remembered to bring that up.
yeah,
Okay, so DMV is good, and so we're good. And then my stepmother got home from a brief stint in the hospital, and she's doing much better, so I'm very happy about that. And then as far as watching things, Mr. DJ put in my head about Star Trek Nemesis, and I is it's one of the Star Trek movies. There's like two Star Trek movies that I just do not like. I just think they're kind of pooish. Um, and one of them was Star Trek Nemesis. Well, he brought it up and it stuck in my head, and I have it on Fandango, so I went over and I decided to just go ahead and watch it again. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe the fourth time I've watched it will be the one that I'm like, oh no, it was totally good. And it wasn't. Oh my
is this
gosh.
is this Chris Pine?
No, no, no. I like the new ones, the Chris Pine ones.
Which
No, this is the Picard one where they go to the Romulan Empire and they find out that there's a genetic twin of him. Yeah, see, it's that forgettable. It's the new generation,
got
next
it?
generation, older ones. So anyway, it but the one thing that I took from it, and I am glad I watched it for this, is that I now, which I have never pieced together, but I now understand the relationship of why Picard is so important to the Romulan Empire and in the Picard series, because there were 3 seasons of a Picard series of Star Trek on Paramount.
Right, right.
So, and I never really understood. I just figured that the whole Romulan connection with him was, you know, kind of nebulous. It happened after. the movies. But no, that last movie, that Nemesis movie, explained the connection of why he was so popular or so important with the Romulans. And now I'm so for that I'm thankful. For the rest of it, I really don't ever intend to watch that movie again. If I could go back to Fandango and say, several years ago I got this movie for $2 and I'd really like my $2 back, I probably would. Anyway, that aside,
Oh,
so I have never seen, believe it or not, I've never seen Elvira's Haunted Hills because there's two big Elvira movies out. Of course, there's Mistress of the Dark, which I'll be watching this week, and then there was Elvira's Haunted Hills, and I've just never watched it for some reason. Well, it was $5 on Fandango at home, and I went ahead, I bought it, I watched it, and it's fun. It's okay. It's not. It's everything with Elvira in it was fun. The rest of the film, eh, yeah. I mean, if it weren't her in it, it would have been a bad movie.
did you ever watch her TV pilot?
Oh, actually, yes. I have. I've watched. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
A couple years ago.
It's on YouTube,
Yeah.
and it's really, I mean, if with the time period, it wasn't anything worse than anything else that was out at that time
Nope.
period. So,
You're right.
it was just too, I guess, too much about witches, and that just wasn't going to cut it or something. If there had been, if it had been streaming, it probably would have done well.
I completely I would have watched it. I loved it.
Now you heard
Yeah,
she's not doing Elvira anymore.
I figured that out. I mean, I haven't. Yeah, that's sad, but I
I know.
understand. She's 70, she's something. I get it.
Right, she's been doing this shtick for 50 years,
Yeah.
and it's kind of, well, actually, she says I've been doing drag for 50 years. I think it's about time I put it to rest, which
Ugh,
of course is probably like the Cher's farewell tour.
right. Yeah.
Maybe we can drag her out and have her do it again for some, charity. We'll do it for charity.
Yeah. But
So
whether she does Elvira or not, I will always adore her. And I know that it may sound cheesy to some, but knowing when she came out and she's like, yes, I'm in a relationship with a woman, I have been for decades, I was just like, I love you more. I didn't think it was possible, but I do. Anyway, so anyway, if you want to see it and you've never seen it, go check it out. Otherwise, I did start. I wasn't sure exactly what to watch. I had to take a Good Witch break. I've been watching a lot of Good Witch, and I think I binged almost a season in a day. So I had to take a little bit of a break. So of course, what do you do when you're taking a break from the Good Witch? You watch some Charmed. I last year, I think it was, I watched th the first three seasons of it, and then just kind of said, okay, that's enough for now. So I picked up with season four last night and I watched, I think, three or four episodes of it. And I was totally into it again. And it was great because after 10 years of watching eight seasons of it faithfully, I just kind of got burned out. And now I'm able to watch it again and be like, okay, now I remember why I love these characters. So,
it's funny. This- we since the pandemic, I guess, maybe a little before, we've been watching Cougar Town
hmm,
almost every day. I
wow.
mean, seriously,
Yeah.
well, it's always on our rotation, and
Mhm.
it's usually what I'd like to do is like about a half two. If we're gonna go to bed at like 11 o'clock, about 9:30, I start comedies because
Yeah.
I find that for me, I have better dreams if I don't watch something intense like Tracker, or
Right.
something that's gonna make me nervous or something. So, it's like Bewitched, it's Cougar Town, it's Big Mouth. We're doing Modern Family right now. Um,
The
and uh,
best.
and so it's just, and then, it's just fun and it's light, and then you go to bed and you have nice dreams.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I always watch the British comedies or the Halloween Baking Championship or something like that before the hour or so before bed, is because I need to let my brain
Right.
be happy, be light. Um, so okay, so I checked in with Charmed and The Good Witch. I watched more Halloween Baking Championship. I haven't caught up with the latest season for the
Well,
last two
let me just
episodes.
tell you that
Uh,
the good hair went home. That's all I'm saying.
oh, hmm. Well, okay. And then if you're into it for, well, it says $5, but I think it's actually 7.99. For 7.99, you can get the Halloween Town 4 movie bundle on Fandango at home. So if you're into the Halloween Town movies and you want them on your Fandango at home, that's a great grab. I got it last night and I'm gonna sit down and kind of watch them today. I
No,
actually realized I've never seen the fourth one.
I did.
Was it that bad?
Well, they're all bad. You
Well,
know,
yes, they are bad. The first one is the best. It's bad, but it's the fun bad. The
sure.
other two are kind of sloggish, but
Right.
yeah,
Well, actually, I think I like two better than one.
yeah.
Um,
Huh.
just because one, they were just trying too hard. And it was the whole, oh, are we, aren't we not? What can we do? Like, we can't go there, and that kind of thing. So,
Yeah.
um, and I remember it's like, I think if I remember right, it was either three or four that was just like, okay, they're not even trying. They're just not even trying. We need
Yeah.
push something out, push something out.
Yeah, that's the third one where they all went to, or the one of them went to like high school or college or something. It was just like, eh. But yeah,
Yeah,
so
I still
I'm
have to watch, Hocus Pocus. So
yes, I've got that and Hocus Pocus 2. And I heard that Bette Midler read the script for Hocus Pocus 3 and absolutely loved it and is now really looking forward to it.
I know, I read the same thing,
Mhm.
but I don't trust anything I read
Oh,
anymore.
I know.
I don't know. I don't
Remember
know if
that?
that's even true or if they're even making a three.
Well, and the AI stuff, which actually I think we're going to talk about here in a few minutes,
Okay.
but I'm the AI stuff is just driving me crazy and not in a good way. Just like I'm scrolling, I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And then, oh my God, that is so fake. It's just bizarre. The only one that I actually made me laugh, I don't know if I think I sent it to you, was the squirrel eating the hot ramen.
Oh, no, I did see it though.
Okay. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I saw that today. You didn't send it to me, but I did see it.
Yeah.
Um, that and like I love the tidal waves and the earthquakes. That they always make me
Right.
laugh. But the new thing that's been this week has been the um the Halloween candy left out,
Oh
and
yeah.
I've seen it
Mhm.
with possums, with squirrels,
Raccoons.
with raccoons,
Yeah.
with a bear,
Yeah.
and of course, then they've got a thing that goes and then the raccoon I think
Raccoon
destroyed it. Oh,
attacks
and
it.
I saw
Yeah.
one with a deer. Um,
Oh
it's just
yeah.
and it's like okay, they're cute, but you're all doing the same. All you're doing is trading out animals. I
Well,
saw one where a woman is being like a bear's coming at her and a cat, you know, frightens off the bear. And
yeah.
then like less than an hour later, I saw a dog,
Yep.
same
Yep.
exact thing, but
Yep.
they've inserted a dog now. And it's like, okay, now you're just getting lazy. You know,
Yeah.
you're it's
Well,
kind of like Hollywood. Oh, well, this works, so I'm going to make 14 of them. Just
exactly. Yeah.
change out animals.
and they're not even very good. They're not interesting,
Well,
and
the
they're
first
like
time you
making,
watch it, it's like, oh, that's kind of funny. I mean, it's it's fake, but
well,
it's kind of funny.
those of us that do, because you know that there's
Oh
going to
yeah.
be people that like I'll still every once in a while get a video from somebody and I'm like, that's fake. That's AI. And they don't get it. They're just like, how can you tell? Like, well, 20 raccoons can't jump out of one lunch pail and eat, a bear's face. So think
You know
about
what I saw that was interesting?
it.
Speaking of eating a face, is there's this squirrels are not carnivores.
Right, basically,
They
yeah.
but they are starting to eat things. Like
Oh, I've
I saw
heard that.
I saw one that was eating, it was either a lizard or it was a frog, but they
Mm,
had chewed off the head. And this was on a actual news thing. So I'm thinking it was KCRA News had it, that squirrels
yeah.
are starting to become carnivores. Um, and so I'm like, okay, so at least it's a source that shouldn't be putting this up unless it was a real thing. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not like the White House that can put up whatever it wants, but news sources, try to at least say what's real. But I mean, just with the AI stuff we were talking about, like, are they making an Hocus Pocus 3? Are
Yeah.
they not? It's hard to tell because I remember there was a artwork for Goonies 2, and everybody was going, "Oh, this is great! This is great!" They interviewed
Uh-huh.
Corey Feldman, and he goes, "I haven't been talked to."
Yeah.
And so then it's like, okay, has he just not been talked to, and but it's still happening, or is it? I don't know anymore. I'm starting to not trust anything I read. There's this one thing called it's culinary something, and it's all about the Food Channel people, and they've had. I know Bobby Flay is dating Brooke.
Oh,
I can't remember her last name. Brooke Anderson. Anyway, so he's dating this other cook, and within a week they were pregnant, um they were getting married, they're broken up, and it's like, okay, I thought these were real stories, now I can't trust it
yeah.
you know
It's sad.
yeah, so it's not only are they making shit up with AI, but they're also making up stories just to get clicks that aren't
Uh-huh.
true. And of course it says culinary, celebrities or something like that. So I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be truthful.
Hmm.
And so,
Hmm.
uh, you know, and after the breakup, the baby, the wedding, I'm like, okay, so I'm being sucked in on this thing too, and it pisses me off. That's where I was
Well,
going.
that's like my mom came to me the other day and she's like, Harry finally left Megan. And I'm like, oh gosh, she's watching those stories about the royals that they're making up. And it's literally an AI generated script, an AI generated voice, an AI generated video put up on YouTube and gets tens of thousands of hits. And then and my mom watches them because she thinks they're interesting, but she doesn't always remember that there's some of them that are fake.
Right.
She
Well,
watches.
because you can't blame her. They're good.
Hmm.
They're very good at their lies. I mean, look at Grinder Mike Johnson. He sits there and he just spouts out lies all the time, like
Nothing.
it's
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah, and so I'm not surprised that we're all a little bit confused.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. All right. What would you do? A cashier gives you $20 too much change. Do you hand it back immediately, keep quiet and pocket it, or justify it as their mistake and not mine?
I always give it back.
Yeah, so do
I
I.
I always do, because I know that they're going to be questioned on why they're 20 short, and they immediately are going to think that they're stealing. And
Right.
and the same thing with like when waiters, do the money. If it's wrong, I will always stop. And interesting, remember the question about finding, what was it, $200 in an
Uh-huh.
envelope? Oh boy,
Mm.
my feed threw something out at me about how horrible, that could be someone's, electric bill payment, and they dropped it. And you should always turn that kind of shit in. And oh my God, and it was like I got chastised by Facebook. So,
That's funny.
um, but I've seen this where you turn in the money, and if you don't pocket it, whoever you turn it into is probably going to pocket it.
Right.
And it's just, oh, I felt so guilty about that. But
Well, and yeah, and probably they will, and that is sucks, but that's on them. We did the right thing. Um, yeah, something like $20 or something like that, I would give it back to if I noticed it, I would give it back to them right away because they're going to get seriously dinged on something like that. If it was like a buck or, some change or something like that, chances are I'm not going to notice it anyway. But if I do, I'd probably give it back.
yeah, I mean,
They're
that's
not
if
going to get, you know,
most of the time I don't even count out, they're
right.
supposed to count it out to me first of all. But
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, so I usually don't check. But if I did notice that, I gave them 100 and they gave me back, for $45, they gave me back, 60.
Hmm.
I would say something.
Yeah. So, okay. Love it or hate it. Cold pizza.
I used to, when I was a kid,
Hmm.
and in simpler times, cold pizza was okay. First of all, it was okay because we didn't have a microwave to heat it up.
Yeah.
And otherwise you'd have to throw it in the oven and turn on
Hmm.
the oven and wait for it to get hot. So, but as I see, I'm not a big fan of cheese,
Hmm.
and I'm even less a fan of cold cheese now. So, it's like if you give me a burger,
Hmm.
a cheeseburger with a cold piece of cheese on it, I'm pissed because cheese should be melted,
Yeah,
well, on pizza, on burgers, on if I want cheese on it, I want it melted. So,
totally. Yeah.
I am now no longer a fan of cold pizza.
Okay. I don't mind it. In fact, there are some times when I like it better than the regular pizza, especially when you end up with a cheap pizza. It's better cold to me. But I don't
But
mind.
what's
Yeah.
you are there certain ingredients that you have to have or not have
Mhm. To what?
on your pizza,
Oh,
on
on my
cold
pizza?
pizza? Yeah.
Cold pizza? No, because I get the pepperoni sausage mushroom. That's
Okay.
my basic pizza. So
Ooh,
it's
cold
good.
mushrooms on a pizza? That's
Well, they're usually all withered and dry by the next day.
okay. Yeah.
But I will put a wet paper towel over it and put it in the microwave for, like 30 seconds or something.
Sure.
And that I'm fine with that too. But if I don't have the bandwidth to wait the 30 seconds for that, I will eat a piece of cold pizza and be fine with it. All right. Hey Chubs, the AI, speaking of, reels are really going hard on fat shaming lately. People falling through floors are the ones I am seeing a lot. The more we go forward, the more we go back to where we started, I guess. And that was sent in, of course, by Timothy.
No, actually, that was something he posted on Facebook that I put in here
Oh, okay,
because
cool.
I thought it was an interesting topic.
Hmm.
But I think that the situation actually is that um, fat shaming is like something that just never goes away. It
Hmm.
always seems like it's okay to do, whether it's, oh, well, look what you've done to yourself. We can make fun of you because you have no control, and and look at the because it's not just the falling through the floors. It's also the diving board. It's jumping into
Yep.
the pool and the tsunami,
Oh
washing out
yeah. Yeah.
Japan.
Yep.
And the other big ones right now are the AI reels of um, hugely fat people not leaving buffets.
Oh yeah. I think I
Yeah.
saw one of those.
And I just saw one where there was it was like, I think 800 man falls out of a truck. First of all, 800-pound man's not going to be able to get into that truck and
Right.
sit behind the driver's seat anyway. So
Oh my
the
gosh.
steering wheel,
Yeah.
but they're all over the place, and they're mean spirited, and it's ugly, but it's never going to go away. They're
Yeah.
always, you know, take Ozempic if you don't want to be fat.
Well, I hear you. And honestly, so much of that AI, I think, is coming from other countries too. But
Yeah,
yeah, I've seen the one with the woman falling through the floor
her and her
several
husband, right?
times, and
Yeah.
every time I see it, I actually report it as bullying. And I'm just done with that type of shit. So I just report it as bullying and block it. So,
Okay. Okay,
um,
that's a good thing then.
yeah. Hey Chubbs, Timothy wants to know when you order food from a delivery service, do you prefer the delivery person to knock on the door or just leave the food on the step and walk away, and why? For me, leave it on the step, walk away. The tip is digital. You've been tipped. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see you. And this is for Walmart deliveries, Amazon deliveries. Don't ring my doorbell. The dog, we know you're here. The dog has alerted us 5 minutes ago. I know. Just go away. I'm antisocial. I used to sit out on the porch and wait, and then because I'd
Well,
I'd cash tip because I didn't always think that they were actually getting their tips on. So I would just sit out there and wait. But now, I don't want to deal with it.
I never have had food delivered to the house. So,
Well,
but
you're
if
not a
it's
real fat person. No.
but if it's like an Amazon delivery
hmm
or whoever, UPS, whatever, even if it's the post office, like if the post office, he'll drop it down and say delivery and walk away. And I'm fine
Oh,
with that. And of course I have the ring, and that also alerts me that there's been somebody at the front door.
right.
So that helps. But I would rather be notified on packages like that. Um, just and it doesn't have to be anything more than just ring the doorbell. You
Yeah,
know,
the mailman, our mailman, when there's like a package or something like that, he will ring the doorbell and just walk away. But that's kind of like, okay, you walked away, but I don't want to go out and have to be nice.
no, I get what you're saying, but I think that if I had food delivery, I'd want to know that they were there right away so I could take
Well,
the
and
food.
that's the thing though, when you do get those, you get alerted that they're approaching. You can
Oh,
actually
okay.
watch the map in real time. You can see the delivery.
Oh,
So,
see, I
yeah,
never have done it, so I don't know.
right. Yeah. Okay, great question. All right, hey, Chubbs, Timothy wants to know, Stephen King recently said about spoilers, I find you spoiled it to be typically the cry of spoiled people. Um, spoiled people. I'd argue you can rarely spoil a good story because the story is in the journey rather than the arrival. What do you think? And a lot of times I agree with that, but there
Oh,
are
yeah.
a few things like
Okay,
Star
it's
Wars I didn't want spoiled, and somebody in WoW shouted out the big thing in uh chat for no freaking reason.
yeah, I mean, to know that Darth Vader is Luke's father. Okay, that
Yeah,
and it's
no,
been
no,
50
no,
years, so I
that
can say
wasn't
that.
it.
It's been 45 years, I can say it. But I do think this one thing as a reviewer, I never wanted to give away the ending on
Right.
something, but it's like I think you can. you can spoil it a little bit, but I think that revealing a surprise ending is wrong. Like
Now,
like
I completely agree. What was
like Sleepaway Camp. If you know what's going on in Sleepaway Camp, then why bother watching the show?
right? There was some movie or something that was that happened just a few years ago, and I forget what it was, but there was a big reveal or twist or something secret at the ending, and everybody was making a big deal about don't spoil it for people. And you want to get in and see it right away so that you don't have the ending spoiled. I can't remember what the heck it was,
A
but it
lot of
was,
movies.
well, but this was like they made a big deal about it. Um, and I remember it being like one of those things where I'm glad that wasn't spoiled. I don't remember what the fuck it was though. But for the most part, like when you tell me like who went home some week and I haven't watched the show yet or something like that, I'm still gonna watch the show,
Right.
because and I will follow that. But there are some times when I still think that people that spoil things purposely
That
are
pisses me
just kind
off.
of dicks.
Yeah. Well, Weapons is a good example of you don't want to have it spoiled.
Okay. I don't know that show, but okay.
It's the movie you watched.
Weapons?
The kids all
Oh
disappear out of the
yeah, you
classroom.
watched that. I didn't.
Oh, I thought you watched it. Well,
Mm-mm.
but you don't want to know, you don't want, if you know the ending, then the journey is spoiled in this case.
Okay. So
Like a
yeah.
murder
So
mystery. A murder mystery, you don't want to know who the killer is. You want to
right,
get there.
right,
And if you go, oh, I hated it. It was so and so. It's like, okay, well, I guess I'm not watching that.
right. And with the Star Wars thing was it was about Kylo Ren that Luke or Han Solo was his father and that he kills him.
Right.
And it's like that was a big thing and a lot of people didn't want that spoiled and yeah, kind of
And
sucked.
I get that. It's I think it's subjective to the piece that you're talking about.
Hmm.
It's who went home on Survivor. If that's going to, up in you spoil your entire week, then you've got more problems than,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think if you're paid $14 to go see a movie and,
Or like how you feel about RuPaul being spoiled before you even get to see the last episode.
oh yeah, I hate that.
Yeah. Okay. Hey Chubbs, Timothy wants to know what's something you miss about life, how life used to be before smartphones. There
Oh,
was life before smartphones? Yeah.
see, I
Taking a
used
nap.
I used to have a lot of reference books that I could go to when I'm
Yeah.
like, when you're sitting and you're watching a show and you go, I know this person from somewhere. Where
Uh,
do, and now I can go to IMDb and find out everything I've ever seen them in, and that's why I know who they are. So that to me is like amazing. But uh, I guess the thing I miss is that I'm always multitasking because um, I've got my pad, I got my phone, I'm watching the TV, and I'm only giving any of them a third of my attention. So I'm not enjoying things I'm seeing anymore very much because all I can think about is, oh, you know, who's that person? I can't concentrate now.
yeah.
So I do miss the giving my complete attention to things.
Yeah, I know that a TV show or a movie or even a book to that extent was an event. It's like you sat down and you focused on watching it. That was a big thing to watch that movie or to watch that TV show that you were waiting all week for. Um, I definitely get that. And you focused on it.
Right.
But um, the one thing that I can think of most recently is getting through a nap without the phone buzzing or beeping or whatever, and I have to leave it on because there's certain times when I have to, like I have to know if mom needs me for something, she's going to call me or text me. I can't turn that off. Um, so yeah.
See,
Uh,
I don't have that problem at all. My, I don't have first of all, my phone basically hasn't rang in, well, I don't have the ringer on, but I mean, it usually says spam, and then it after two rings, it turns itself off.
I
It
like
says
that.
it
Yeah.
sends it to voicemail, and of course, there's never any voicemail because it's a scam.
Right.
And so yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I can sleep through a nap. My biggest problem with naps is that I just get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
With afternoon naps, I can squeeze out maybe an hour, but I wanted 2.5. I needed more time, and I can't do it.
Yeah. No,
At night I
I get
can for
that
some
too.
reason.
Yeah. It's well, it's winter time. You're gonna find naps might actually become more
Oh well, yeah,
scarce.
that's because I'm cold,
Yeah. Okay, those were awesome questions, Timothy. Thank you.
as always.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I remember riding bikes without helmets.
Me too.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I've ever worn a helmet to ride a bike. I think I was too fat at and old or at the time that they
N-
started that, so I just
Oh yeah, well
never
that
ride the bikes. So.
yeah, it's as a kid, I had my purple Schwinn
Yeah.
and tassels on the handlebars, and
Yeah.
but I didn't do a lot of falling, so you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. I
yeah.
think mine was like a metallic blue. So, yeah. Okay. It's time for our lunchbox. And Mr. Moose wrote in and he has been eating up a storm. Starting
Oh,
with,
yay. Well, let me get there. Okay, go ahead.
starting with chicken enchiladas today with a side of rice.
Okay, I've got shrimp and noodles
Ooh.
on number one.
Okay. The pictures may not match the drapes, if you
Oh,
know
there
what I
we go.
mean.
There's enchiladas. I love enchiladas.
Yeah, I do too.
They're just and it's weird because I love enchiladas, but when I've had there's a certain burrito you get, and it's a chimichanga. Traditionally,
Yes.
it's a deep fried burrito,
Mm.
and then you get it, and they've poured sauce over the top of it.
Oh yeah.
So why crisp something up and then pour it and then make it wet? I never understood
Right.
that.
And I
But
always like mine with a bunch of sour cream and guac on them.
yeah, but enchiladas, yum, yum,
Yeah.
yum.
Mm. Went to a seafood restaurant, bought shrimp, hush puppies hiding under there, and they pile shrimp on top and to make people think that they're getting a lot. Oh well, still got full. Hmm, shrimp. Going to a neighborhood gathering today and didn't want to go empty-handed. Baked chocolate chip and sugar cookies. I cheated. Used the ones in the refrigerator case at the grocery store, but don't tell anyone. Oops. Yeah. I don't mind. I'll still eat them.
Oh yeah,
Okay, so something stupid. Just a side note. So I got some sugar cookies at Winco that were the holiday sugar cookies with the like little pumpkins already in them, and you just
yeah,
put them on the thing and cook them. I didn't cook them. I ate the dough. Yeah. All right. Singapore noodles today. Lots of jalapeno in there. Hot but good. The shrimp were hidden in there. Mm. How to,
yum.
you know. Hubby's favorite cake is pineapple upside down. Couldn't sleep, so got up and made him one. No, I don't put the cherries on there. No cherry.
Yeah, actually, I was watching. I was watching a lazy video on YouTube where they were talking about um, using pineapple in something, but it wasn't pineapple upside down cake. But they were going, oh yeah, and they go, this is a favorite from the 70s, blah 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 blah. And I'm like going, that's pineapple upside down cake. What do you, they're even putting the cherries in. This
Huh.
is not what they're saying it is, because it was like a pineapple salad or something. It was something else. And I'm like, I hate when they're how they love using filler that's
Uh,
not correct. I'm sure they say to the AI, okay, show us people making this. And if it says, pineapple, whatever, it's just going to pull anything that's pineapple and it's just going to put it
right.
on there. But it's such lazy fucking things. When they
Yeah.
say they're making a steak Diane, make a steak Diane. Don't show me, like chicken cordon bleu. What the fuck are you people doing? Does anybody watch this afterwards and say, okay, this is wrong.
I
This is
don't think they
wrong.
do.
But,
Sometimes I wonder if they even,
of course, well, how
you
about
know.
just the fact that it's all about, good God, I'm ranting today. It's like, they were talking about famous villains. I may even mention this to you a couple weeks ago. Famous villains, and they had a picture of Steve Martin, and they said that it wasn't Steve Martin. I mean, they said, "Oh, look, here's the villain," and it was, and I can't even remember who that was. And I'm like, that's Steve Martin. That's not even the person you say it is. And then they had Glenn Close was a villain in Tarzan. I'm like, she was the mother. She sang the love song. It's just, and I know they do it. They're doing it for clicks, but it's like you can't even enjoy a good, like
Right.
find the only cat in the picture. Where at least and I found the cat, so
Yeah.
I'm a genius. But
Huh.
oh, drives
Right.
me crazy. Drives me
Yeah.
crazy when it's laziness or it's deliberate to piss me off.
Well, I sometimes I think it's probably a lot of that stuff is farmed out from like say India, and I don't mean that in a derogatory toward India, but the way that they have like these corporations that sit there and have like bot farms, where these people are just paid to churn out all this stuff, even though they've never experienced it, they've never watched it, they don't know what they're doing, they're just churning all this stuff out. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And by the way, I really love an upside down cake recently. I don't know why, but I want one. Um,
Because they're tasty.
well, yeah, and I haven't had one in years.
Yeah.
Uh, Needed to get rid of some bananas and sour cream. Oh my. Oh, so made banana bread. Yay. Lots of
That
walnuts
looks
in
great.
this. Yeah, it really does.
They look they're beautiful.
Yeah, I have I do like banana bread. Hubby has been talking about a cake his mother made. It's an orange pound cake. I tried to make him one today. It's moist, nice flavor. Want to tweak it a bit. I've seen this made quite recently, and it looks amazing.
Yeah. Well, I always like them because I like the crust that they get on them. Yeah.
Yes.
It's really nice.
Yeah. And pound cake is basically, which I learned recently, is like a pound of four different ingredients just put together. Um, let's see, more Thai food, basil chicken, nice and hot. But I get burned out on the strong flavors before I can finish it. Oh, hmm,
Oh, not me.
yeah. All right. Thank you,
Wait,
Mr.
wait a
Mood.
minute.
What?
Okay,
Did I miss something?
the shrimp one here.
Yeah.
How many
Okay,
fucking
so
shrimp? How many shrimp are there?
oh, that's what he said that they pile it on top to make people think they're getting a lot. Does
I'm
look
getting
like
a
a
lot. That looks like a lot of shrimp. I thought maybe he had a bag and he was making these at
lot.
home because, that looks like his crust. Um,
Right.
but oh my God, that's a lot of shrimp. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's okay. May be an illusion, but I'm shrimp crazy right now.
Mhm. well, yes, and you'll be even more shrimp crazy when you look at what Mr. Michael Sage has sent in to us, which starts out with a beautiful bean and shrimp leek soup.
I do like leeks.
I I love shrimp. Um, just gorgeous. And then there's what I believe he didn't tell me the descriptions. He's kind of making me guess, but it looks like a Cajun type shrimp. I don't
I
know.
don't know because it looks like mozzarella or Parmigiana over the top of it. So
Yeah.
it may be more of an Italian shrimp,
Okay. Yeah.
but it looks like it's some sort of shrimp salad
Mm.
with big old fat shrimps on there.
And then this looks like the bean and leek shrimp soup with some mozzarella on it.
Yeah, I bet you it's completely different.
Okay.
Or is that before and no, I don't see any cheese in the first one. So,
Mm-mm.
okay.
And finally, some gorgeous guacamole with whatever that is you dip hummus, with. I
Oh, is
forget.
that pita bread or is that
Yes, I believe.
okay?
No, yeah, I think so.
Oh, because it almost looks like flour tortilla
Mm,
because they those are
could
really
be that
good.
too.
Yeah.
But that guac just looks gorgeous. So anyway, but lots of shrimp for Mr. Sage this week. And then you had a little bit of fun here.
Well, it's just we we were getting cold weather, so we went over and got some pho one day,
Mm,
and so this is just it's more of a wonton soup
mm,
because I don't like the fish sauce that they use in the pho. So if you order it with um, uh, the wontons, it's just wontons and it's chicken broth. And then there's cut up meat in there. There's little pieces of meat, and it's really good, just really tasty, perfect for a cold day. And then we got the crispy egg rolls, and these egg rolls were
mm.
exceptional this week, this time. Sometimes they're hit and miss, but these were like, some of the best egg rolls ever. And then they serve it with a little pickled daikon and carrots.
Well,
Yum.
those look gorgeous. So your pho actually looks really great too. Now I had pho for the first time actually about a week ago, maybe. Mr. Lurie Dean had some and he brought it home and he shared it with me. And I think I would like your pho, but his was very acidic and astringent and had kind of some gelatinous noodles in it.
Yeah.
But also on top of the fact that it really wasn't hitting my taste buds the way, I mean, he loved it and that's great, but I like more of an umami and this was more of a bitter. Um,
It's
and
the fish sauce, girl. It's the fish sauce.
okay, see that would make a lot of sense to me. But also because of the Zep bound, I don't eat as much. Like I'm lucky if I make it through a full TV dinner anymore. But yeah, the I like I like the wonton what you got here. Looks
Yeah.
really good.
And the nice thing is you can at the table there's a you can put all sorts of soy sauce, hot oil, if you like sriracha, and then it's
Oh.
hunan. You can sauce up your thing however you want it.
Eh.
So if you want it a little more hot, you can add some sriracha. I usually use the hot oil instead of sriracha. I don't like the taste of sriracha very
Huh.
much. And yeah, I mean they're really fun restaurants because well, and the thing is that this was a huge bowl, and
Hmm.
it was the small. There's a large, which is almost twice as much soup. I don't know. Whenever we're there and somebody goes, well, what size is that one? And they'll go, oh, that's a small. Oh, I think I want more than that. And we always want to go, no, no, don't do it. Don't do it. You'll never finish it.
Oh,
And they don't finish it. And it's like half full.
yeah.
So, but and it's like $12, $13 for a big bowl of that.
Hmm,
So,
that's pretty good. All right. Well, if you want to see all of those photos, which you do, go over to our Facebook group at facebook.com/chubsgonewild and take a look. It's in a book. No, and also, don't forget to email us what's in your lunchbox or any questions you have or comments about anything we talked about on the show. Feel free to send it to us at chubsgonewild@gmail.com. Also, check out my books and other projects at justkisstheguy.com. Find all of our links at allmylinks.com/chubsgonewild. And if
oh,
you,
if you're watching us on YouTube, which we are there, and there's many, many episodes where you can watch us. You can hit subscribe and like, and even comment and
yeah,
tell us about it. So,
yeah.
yep.
All good, and thank you so much for tuning in. We love you, and we will catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.
A network of inclusion.
UnivazPods.net.
This show is part of the Pride 48 network.
This has been a For Fuck's Sake production.